everybody out there. This is Elle with dollfaceboutique.us, and can you take a guess what we're doing today? We are making hot process soap. So today we're going to be working on a back and forth basis. So basically my camera will be kind of mobile and you guys will see me doing all of this, and I'm going to try to be as static as possible, but it's going to be kind of hard. So I am currently just using the crock pot to melt my hard oils. Still haven't pulled up my super fats yet because that is in the end. And I got all of my liquid oils over here, which is secret recipe, not telling. Anyway, and I'm just going ahead and melting that and getting my other oils over here. Although I could have mixed them all together in there, it just takes longer for the hard oils to melt if I had put my liquid oils with. And the fragrance we are going to be using today is Green Irish Tweed type, which is a Green Irish Tweed by Creed. This is from indigofragrance.com, and I hope you guys can see the label. There is about 2 ounces in here, and we're going to be working with it on a hot process manner. I will be filling 2 molds today. I will be filling my 2.5 pound loaf and my 1.25-ish pound loaf. There's some mica stains inside. They get attached to the silicone, and you just can't take it out. We will sanitize these right before the pour. I've already washed them and sprayed them with rubbing alcohol, but it's always good to do it one more time. So I hope you're following me along here and not getting too dizzy. The hard oils are almost all the way melted, and this will take about 2 hours. This process usually takes about 2 hours. I do like to do it at stovetop, and it's not that hard actually, and it does not create a lot of crispy little parts if you know how to do it correctly. Just takes a lot of babysitting the pot, and you have to be aware that you will be spending a lot of time just stirring a pot, which is about 1/3 of the time that my crock pot here will take. So once these oils are melted, we will go ahead and just add the liquid oils to it. And I will bring you back when we already have mixed these two together and we're about to get the lye water in there. So stick with me. Alright, all of the hard oils have melted, and I already added my liquid oils, and I'm actually adding my super fat right now because it's in too hard of a state. I prefer to add it ahead of time as a regular oil, but basically we are super fatting with shea butter, and I will wait until that little block gets melted into the mixture here. And then I will be adding my lye water, and I'll bring you back to see just that. Alright, I want to talk a little more about why I added my super fat right now, besides the fact that it's a hard oil technically. Because it's a butter, and I'm already going to add our fragrance oil in the end of the process when the soap is already ready to go, and we just add the fragrance and then mix it in and colorants and things of the sort. If I added my super fat at the end, I do have some customers that do not enjoy the overly moisturized buttery residue feel that it could leave if you do super fat at the end with a hot process soap. So I'm respecting that and making sure that it's not to the dry skin pulling squeaky clean, but it's also not the greasy, fatty, buttery feeling on your skin. Now that that has happened, I can go ahead and actually add my lye water. So I hope you guys are watching. Because this is a hot process soap, we do not have to worry about the fact that we are dealing with temperatures or anything like that. So there goes my lye water, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm dealing with a wooden spoon that I only use for this. Now that it's all been mixed in. All right, so I'm going to grab my stick blender, and I'm not going to go too crazy, but with this fragrance, I want to give this like a marbling rock feel on the inside. So I'm gonna continue stirring this. Alright, quick update. This is actually going very fast. It's already starting to gel on the sides and lump. Do you see that? And it's been only about 5 to 10 minutes that it's been cooking. So I will have to keep checking back because I do not have the time to just set it on the lowest and just let it marinate here. No, I'd rather come back every 5 seconds and triple check on the batter than to wait forever. So it's already getting lumpy and it's already getting that porous like feel that you can see on the corners there and stuff and cooking. So I'm gonna cap it up, and I'm going to be back every few minutes here and take a good look until it starts gelling. Alright. Alright, do you guys see that it's coming up on the sides here? And the center is already starting to get jelly and sort of that cooked soap appearance. So do you guys see that there's like the gel-like consistency coming up right now? Starting to get that jelly feel, and once it's the entire batch looking like that, and I got no crispy little sides there going into the soap, that's when we'll know the soap is ready. Alright, in fact, I think we can do our colors right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start dumping my colorants in there. And then I'll bring you back when I'm stirring them in. Okay, so the colors I picked right now are a brick red and sort of a seafoam green. I was going to do this more of Irish colors, but I ran out of the green that I needed. So let's go ahead and stir this in and see what this is going to give us. And I just dump the pigments and the colorant and micas in there without too much fuss because I want that marbled look. So I'm not really looking for a very solid appearance in this case. So as we mix them in, we'll see those pops of color, and then we'll mix in some more, and then that's how we're gonna see our color reactions. See, at this point there isn't too much popping through, and that's perfectly okay because I want that to be speckled in there. All right, dump some more of my red. Alright, so I've already mixed in my colors, which I had to add a different type of mica even to help out the pigment. And I want that seafoam green that I put in there to just give it a type of shimmer that is more on the greenish side inside of the natural color, along with a coppery mica and that brick red pigment. So I've already mixed quite a bit, and if we get some mica streaks or some color and streaks, oh well, that's awesome. That's just going to add to the actual final looks of the soap. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and mix in our fragrance. So as you look at it here, I'm going to go grab my green Irish Tweed from indigofragrance.com. So we are at, let's see what temperature we're soaking at right now. We have brought it down to about 150, 142 really. And here's my fragrance. There goes my green Irish Tweed. Let's go ahead and mix it in really well. Ooh, does that smell good? Holy moly. So beautiful. Oh, I love the color. Whip that around. Let's whip it around, like some would say. Oh, now I got that beautiful color that I wanted, which is a reddish or natural type. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It is pretty. Okay. Could have done mica lines and done a whole bunch of blah blah blah, but it's so overdone with this fragrance at this point. There's no point on doing it again and again and again. Alright, so I am going to spray my molds with rubbing alcohol just to guarantee the safety of where we're pouring it. Although I guarantee you this is a mighty safe environment. Triple, quadruple cleaned. Alright, so I'm going to glop it in the mold and I will come back to show you. Okay, guess what time it is? It is cutting time. And because these are a hot process type loaf, we will go ahead and cut it a little earlier than I would cut any other type soap. And that is just because we have it nice and hard enough to get that cut through, but not too hard to the point where it would be a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the mini loaf out of here first, and let me tell you this, it just smells so good. I am telling you, I love, and I mean love, green Irish Tweed to a point where it's like unhealthy. Look at that. All the marbling that I'm looking for should still be in there. And this is technically no longer lye active soap. So we are able to just, you know, play around with it a little. And after it's actually cured, I will be able to fix the tops like I planned on. So let's see here.
I want 4 nice straight cuts. Here's, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a little smaller so we can get it through. Ooh, it's beautiful how I can hold this loaf really nice and steady. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. Look on the inside. I made the little rocky paths with, like, I was inspired by waters that carry that reflection towards the sun, and a rocky path. And the seafoam green just gives it a depth to that red. It's kind of hard to see on video like this, but I would hope you guys would see personally if you were able to. This is such a pretty bar. It's one of my favorites, and honestly, I love creating different things. So if everybody's doing a green and white or whatever, I am most definitely going to be doing a different type of bar. You better believe it. I wanted these to look like rock tiles, basically, or a rocky pathway that you would encounter going through Ireland. Let's just sum that up like that. Ooh, I got 3 big bars, and I got me 1 personal bar because, you know what? Mama gotta have some. Look at that. I wanted this to look like marble, and I think I kind of nailed it. Wow, I love it. This is one of the good things about hot process soap. You can get that marbling out of it, and just literally, it just looks gorgeous. No effort. These are on molding effortlessly also. I wanted to show you guys the top of this. This one literally looks like a rocky path. Some people would say, oh my gosh, that looks like a hot mess, not a rocky path, but whatever. Trust me, up close, rocky path. I could go ahead and take the outer corners of this, but this one does not require that at all, so I think we're going to get pretty good 7 bars out of here. No questions asked. Holding tight that loaf. Oh, nice. And then the pigment dots, which is totally okay with me, are happening. And those are happening because when you look at marble, what do you see in marble? Marble has speckles everywhere. And it's a combination, right? That's exactly what I wanted. So I put dry pigment, and then I put diluted pigment. And we got exactly what I was looking for out of this bar, which is fabulous in my opinion. All right. Oh yeah, guys, check it out. Check it out. I hope you can see. I hope there's good lighting here. This just smells so good. Oh man, I can't wait to use it. And by using it, I mean, of course, I'm gonna cut myself some freaking pieces. And by using, I mean, of course, I'm gonna cut myself some pieces. I deserve it. It's amazing. Look. Put that black charcoal, black activated charcoal, some fairy dust mica, oh, that smells great. Look at that. Look at this side. Exactly what we were looking for. This has to cure for a little while, but after it's cured, let me tell you, this is gonna be the bomb. I believe this to be one of the best sellers due to its fragrance. See that there's some oil pockets in there? These are from the mica. When I did rice bran oil, which is what I had close to me yesterday. Look at that. Marble streaks. Let's cut this one right in the middle. Wow, this one yielded beautiful bars, guys. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 7 bars. Exactly what I thought. And here we go. Yeah. Look at that. Smear that pigment around with that little oil. Let's see. Oh yeah. See that? I love this piece. Beautiful end piece. Flawless. I love, love, love hot process. I do love it just as much as I do love my cold process soaping. The hot process is just a more rustic feel that I do love, and there's more of a natural appeal. So usually if I'm working on apothecary sort of bars, let's say sleep inducing agents and skin agents and things like that to make a more natural bar, more floral, more herbal. That's what I prefer using hot process like, so I can super fat it to a point where it's not going to be a goopy bar. If it was on cold process, sometimes it can affect the outcome of the soap. But when I'm working on art, cold process is then my choice. Alright everybody, so if you like this video, please go ahead, thumbs up, because you really help me when you do that. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave it down below. And if there's anything else, just drop me a comment on my inbox. Don't forget to check out my website, and that is www.dollfaceboutique.us. Don't forget to get your fragrances at indigofragrance.com. And if you want to go ahead and check out my Facebook page is Dollface by Leela Raven, and I'm going to list it all down below as I'm talking about it, so you guys have no confusion. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this cutting video, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.